Hello, everybody. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy, and as always, I'm here with my husband Noel. We are doing the Pennsylvania I can't talk. That's a mouthful. Pennsylvania Pickin Treasure Train. Hey, Southern Char. Y'all, sorry if I'm looking down. As you know, this is not our normal studio. I am in Dallas, so I am at a hotel room in Dallas on a work trip. And we have my husband at home. He's going to be showing you the items. He gets to play Vanna White today while I get to describe the items. So we're doing that fun remote shooting type thing today. So bear with me. I have my computer down here in front of me, so the only way to read the chat is to look down. Not trying to be rude and ignore you guys by looking down. And there they are with the raid.
Welcome in, Raiders! Grab your hats and step into Zoe's Treasures, where the relics aren't cursed. They are for sale.
Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on over and for being on this train. My name is Tracy. This is Zoe's Treasures. Welcome in. If you have never been here before, well, hello. I'm so happy to meet all of you. First of all, thank you so much, Henhouse Rummage, for hopping on over here. I appreciate that. And a huge, huge thank you to Jam Rustic Designs and Red Brick Cottage Co. for hosting this train and inviting me to be on it. I am very honored to have been asked, so thank you so much. We're going to get started here. I was just saying, what not completely went, oh no, your what not completely went blank. That's awful. Thank you about the duck. That is kind of, the duck is our little mascot here at Zoe's Treasures. So I was just saying, if you've never been to Zoe's Treasures, we are starting to get known for our technology and our graphics that we do on our shows. A little backstory. I'm a CPA. I came to this. I'm kind of boring. My husband saw my first few shows and he's like, girl, you need help. And that's where he started coming up with doing our graphics for us. And that's what brought us here today. So with that, I am in Dallas right now. I am on a work trip in Dallas. As you can see, I have a hotel room behind me. My husband is in our studio in Pennsylvania. I'm going to be describing the items and he's going to be showing you the items. And so we're going to get going. You're going to see me in the little bubble at the top and you're going to see him showing some items. What I wanted to do today is I brought you some items from each of my collections. I normally do 4 different types of shows. So if you're new to Zoe's Treasures, you will see Warm Embrace, which is kind of neutrals, Elegant and Timeless, Glowy Glass, and Primitive. And I brought you a few pieces from each. Some of the pieces remind me of Pennsylvania, which I thought was fitting for a Pennsylvania raid chain. So with that, let's get started with our very first item. Actually, let's start with a giveaway. I have a giveaway going right now. This is a CEO affirmation card. This is my standard giveaway. We'll do some Starbucks cards later on. But let's go ahead and pin our first item today. And our very first item, let's see, why is my items out of order? All right, we have a milk glass piece here. Oh no. Whoa, I got the wrong picture. Didn't I put the wrong picture in there? Okay, we have vintage postcards. That shows a milk glass piece. There you go. Already messed up on my first item. So I do not know why I have a milk glass picture with vintage postcards, but we're going to do 4 vintage postcards, not the milk glass. I'm trying to give him instructions before he switches that camera over. All right, we have 4 vintage postcards to kick us off. These remind me of Pennsylvania. I'm fired. That's it. Yep, I'm fired today. So we're about to show you what those are. He's going to get that camera switched over in just a second here. All right. Yep, you got the right items there. He's like talking to me on our other camera over here. Ignore the picture, y'all. My mistake. We're going to run, at Zoe's Treasures, we do everything for $1. Shipping is $4.50. So what we have here is 4, some ephemera, 4 vintage postcards. We're going to run for $1. These will make cool little vignettes. We do 10 seconds here with a 5-second restart. And those are up and running right now. Shipping it may actually be less than $4.50 on this because I did put the weight down at 1 ounce, I think. So this one's showing a little bit less. And then we're going to move on. This is a typical thing you would see in one of our Warm Embrace type of collections. All right, let's go on to our next item. We have a yellowware bowl. All of you, I know you guys like yellowware. There is a pre-bid on this. We're going to switch over and do pre-bids in just a little bit. But let's go ahead and do this yellowware bowl. This is a smaller one. It's 4.5 inches in diameter. And it is actually in really, really good shape. Some of these are so old. It's a little yellow bowl, trying to give him directions there. God bless him. My husband is there trying to do my job, looking for my items. I tried to put them in order for him. Look at that bowl. Let's take a look at the bottom of it and the top of it. Let's spin it around. Do your Vanna White thing. So 4.5 inches in diameter. That's going across the top there. You can see no chips or cracks. It is in really great shape. We're going to go ahead and get that going. And that is up and running right now. Thank you so much for your pre-bits. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have been enjoying the train. I've been working today, so I've been on and off the train. Southern Charm, thank you so much. That is going to you. Let's switch over. We're going to focus on just anything that has pre-bids right now. So our next item up is going to be this ironstone butter pat. So it's a white butter pat with little brown flowers around the edges. This one is ironstone. It's that nice, thick and chunky type look to it. And we'll get it there for you in just a second. All right. It is a China. Oh my goodness. He's having a hard time. There you go. Yep. Let's see. Go ahead. I can't hold it up to the camera, my love, because I can't see it. The other camera. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Nope. Okay. Not that one. Look for, is that one? We have a pre-bid. We're going to run that. Just keep that one, my love. All right, we're going to run this one first. This is not the ironstone. This is a spode. Since this is the one he grabbed, we're going with the spode one. All right, so this is the white spode butter pat. There it does say spode on the back. We'll get to the other one in just a second. It is your standard butter pat size, which is 3 to 3¼ inches. White spode butter pat, and that is running right now. This is the type of item I would normally have in an elegant and timeless show. So in those shows, I do a lot of butter pats, a lot of Lennox, a lot of breakables, nice crystal and fine glass. Goodbye, old friends. Thank you so much. That is heading to you. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and grab one of those other butter pats. We're going to run through. We have 3 butter pats.
Sorry, guys. The show is paused or
frozen. Oh, we got a little frozen screen going on. Don't know why. I don't know. Can you hear me? Do we still have audio going on here? Hey, forgotten memories. Yes, we still have audio. All right, so I'm just going to keep talking to you guys while he figures out why our screen just froze.
Hold on one second, guys.
All right, he's working on that. Y'all, if you're new to Zoe's Treasures, I am a CPA, 30 years of experience, and on Fridays I do business and tax and accounting type talk shows. So if, you need something to do at 7 a.m. on Friday morning or 7 p.m., come on in. Hello, I love discounts. And let's talk about your reselling business. So we do a lot of business and tax talk around reselling and what that looks like. Let's see who's going to win that giveaway. Just Love Decorating. Congratulations. You just won a CEO affirmation card.
Can you see her?
All right. We're back. Thank you. I do not know what's going on. Whatnot is whatnotting, but we're going to overcome. We are going to persevere through this difficulty, right? We got this. Just another day. It's just another show. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. We're doing our best. Let's go ahead and try to get another one of those butter pats up here for you, just in case we go black again. Pivot. That's right. Strategically adjust. All right, this is the ironstone butter pat now that we're going to run. So let me get that pinned. Beautiful, chunky ironstone butter pat. There is the markings on the back. You can see a little bit of crazing in there, but it is in wonderful shape. That is up and running right now. Gorgeous butter pat. These butter pats, I've been seeing the trend. They go up, they go back down, they go back up again. But they are so useful for so many things around the house. And a gallery wall of butter pats, y'all. How beautiful would that be? Just a whole gallery wall full of butter pats. Rainy D, congratulations. That one's going to you.
Thank
All right,
you.
what's next? Why does it keep freezing on us again? All right, there we go. Now it's moving. Let's do that last butter pat. The last butter pat we have is another spode. And this is a red and white. It is so beautiful. Look at that. Let's flip it around and see that spode mark on the back. There you go. Has the spode mark. We're going to get that running. That's running right now. Beautiful, beautiful butter pat. I love the design. They have issues reported. Oh, okay. Thank you, Forgotten Memories. You know, it just is what it is. We'll roll with the punches. Thank you so much for your bids. I appreciate it. We're just going to focus on pre-bids here, especially with having tech difficulties. Those are the ones I want to make sure we get through. Rainy D, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next we are going over to this wood swan. I almost said a duck. It is a swan. This is so cute. The swan has a little bit of a crooked neck. It's like, I don't know. I can't quite reproduce the crooked neck. It's cute though. It's like looking down at its babies. Just keep swimming. I know. I want to sing the song every time I see that. This is wood. Just absolutely adorable. Pop it up on your shelf somewhere. There's no markings on it. It is about 4 inches tall. And that is up and running right now. Nice paint on there. It's in great shape. Just the neck is kind of looking down there. I just picture she's looking down at her babies or something. Southern Charm, thank you so much. That is heading to you. The thing I did forget to mention to you guys, if you are new to me, make sure you check those show notes. We do have some coupons in there for anybody who may be new to Zoe's Treasures. And if you already have rewards cards, you know I always put coupons in for you guys. Let's move on to that ceramic duck planter. I don't know about you. I love me some ducks, as you can see by our graphics. And this guy is no exception. Look at this. This is half glazed, half not glazed intentionally. It is a planter. A little bit dirty in there. It has been used as a planter. Thank you, Forgotten Memories. Yes, we do have some stuff in the bin. So, gorgeous duck planter. We're going to go ahead and run this one. Going right now. You don't even have to use it as a planter. You can just put little goodies in there. Put it in a pot. It's plant season. That's right. I think I just need to coin. We need to coin phrases like that and just get it going. Hustle Charm. Hello, hello. Hustle Charm, thank you so much for your purchase.
Thank you.
Let's move over to this cutting board. You guys, this cutting board totally reminded me of Pennsylvania. Why? Because it has like the Dutch figures on it. And I live in Amish country. I live in the middle of cornfields in a little subdivision full of a lot of Amish people. Southern Charm, you got that giveaway. Congratulations. So when I saw this cutting board, I'm like, I've got to bring this to the Pennsylvania raid train. It just reminds me of when I see the horses and buggies and the Amish people around. So this has gorgeous, gorgeous wear on it. It's a little bit older wood, has that leather strap where you can hang it up. You can use it or you can hang it up. It's still in good shape, but it's just that beautiful weathered wood look. And that's going right now. It is about 11 inches top to bottom, not including the leather strap. And I think it would look so great in somebody's kitchen. Hey, look at that. He has to double check me. He's like, I don't know if you measured right. Amber, congratulations. And that is a first purchase. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Oh, thank you, Southern Charm. We do ducks in the chat for first purchases here. So if we see a first purchase, throw some ducks in that chat to welcome those people. Let's go to the apple trinket, what do we call it? Little trinket box, porcelain trinket box. I can't talk. Yes, that one. Thank you so much. So this is really cute. This is one of those little trinket boxes, and it's porcelain, and it opens up just nice, but I would use it like a little pill box or something. I thought it was adorable. I heard apples are in. Scuba Stevio, hello. I heard apples are in. Like, they're the thing now. I don't know if they are right now, but come fall, they definitely will be. Can you pop that open and show everybody that it does pop open? There you go. He's getting it. Thank you for your purchase from the bin. I appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and run that. This just fits right in the palm of your hand. It's just the right size. And it looks like an apple. Running right now. Thank you so much for your bids. I appreciate it. Rainy D can go. Oh, wait. Hold on. Thank you, Rainy D. I'm getting my stuff mixed up. Thank you for your purchase from the bin. Everything's flashing at the same time, y'all. And that one goes to Hustle Charm. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to go on to our next duck one. You guys, there is a special story behind this one. This is a duck creamer. Pretty sure, let's say it's from Japan. Pretty sure it's from Japan. Such an adorable little duck creamer. And the reason I picked this is because we have a crazy creamer show on Saturday. If you like this duck creamer, bookmark my Saturday 8 a.m. show. It is full. It's already preloaded. You can pre-bid, full of crazy creamers. They kind of look like this guy here. So let's see our duck creamer. Look at that. Let's go and show the top of it. The cream would come out of its mouth. So it almost looks like a planter, but it is actually a creamer. Look at that little hole on. Looks like he's giving you his ducky kissy face going on. We're going to go ahead and get that running. That's going right now. Vintage duck creamer from Japan. Thank you for your bids. And we have all kinds of creamers like this on my Saturday show coming up. I've been sourcing for months trying to find the most unique creamers that I can locate. Oh, Monster Mama, congratulations. Thank you. All right, let's do the big Francoma dessert bowl. Y'all, if you know anything about pottery, or if you're a pottery collector, I know you recognize the name Francoma. This is so cool. So this is a dessert bowl. But you know what I might use it for? If you have a dog, this would make the perfect like dog food bowl for the right size dog, right? But of course, you can always use it for human purposes too. But take a look at how pretty this is. So gorgeous Francoma. Look at the sides. It has the neatest design going around the edges. All around the edges. There's just kind of a neat design. And then, of course, it is marked Francoma on the bottom. And it is a really great size, technically a dessert bowl. Hello, Carolina girls. That is up and running right now. We do have quite a few other Francoma pieces in the bin if that is your vibe. Rainy D, congratulations. That's heading to you. Thank you so much. All right, up next we have a salt and pepper shaker. And these are Cornstalk Girls salt and pepper shakers. Of course, I had to put these in because it reminds me of all the cornfields that I have all around my house here in Pennsylvania. And besides, I think they're just adorable to look at. So let's take a look at them. Look at those sweet ladies right there. They are salt and pepper shakers. Can we see the bottoms? I'm pretty sure they both have their stoppers. Yep, that one has its little stopper. And they are ceramic. And they're going to run right now. How cute are they? I love when salt and pepper shakers are kind of, oh, look at that braid. Look at that. If I had thick, long hair like that, I'd be loving life. Kristen, thank you so much with the first purchase. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. Up next, we're going to do a cookbook, a vintage cookbook.
Thank you for your first
ducks in the
purchase.
chat. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys, what would I do without someone trying to remind me? Thank you. Yes, ducks in the chat. Thank you so much. Tripod too. All right, we have a vintage cookbook here. Now it's separated from the spine a bit, which I put in the description. But this is an old cookbook. I couldn't find a date. I think it was from like a class or like a cooking school of some sort. So there is some writing on it, and we do have some separation from the spine. But how neat is it? Just an old vintage cookbook. When I look at it, I'm guessing it's probably from around the 40s or the 50s. And we're going to run that right now, up and running. This would look so cute in like a vignette or something. Stick it in with some other cooking supplies. Put it in a basket. Give it as a gift. You love old cookbooks? Southern Charm, thank you so much. You know what? I'm starting to get into older cookbooks. Well, at least selling them. I love to look at them. All right. Since we're talking cooking items, let's go with the Feltzgraf. You know, Feltzgraf, Better food, yes. Feldscraft has so many designs. I'm always blown away every time I keep finding another Feldscraft piece that I didn't know what it is. This is a napkin holder or a mail holder, or you could put ephemera in it. So many uses. And I didn't recognize that this was Feldscraft when I first glanced at it. But then, of course, it says it on the bottom. Look at that. It's Feldscraft with the bird. Have you guys ever seen the bird on Feldscraft? This is my first time I've ever seen it. So we do have our Feldscraft mark. It is ceramic. And again, it is a napkin or a mail holder. So we'll show you the other side of it where you can put your napkins or your mail in. Let's see the top of that real quick. There you are. There you go. Just so you can see what it looks like. It is in wonderful shape, and that is running right now. Love that it has the bird. I was like drawn to that right away. I do not know if anybody knows the pattern name on this. Please throw it in the chat. I would love to learn the pattern name on this if you happen to know it. And Hustle Charm, thank you so much. That is heading your way.
Thank
All right,
you.
let's do another pair set salt and pepper shakers. These ones are porcelain, and they have the most beautiful little flowers on them. He's getting them ready for you so we can switch over and take a look at them in just a second here. There we go. Look at that. Don't these remind you of something gorgeous, like out of Japan? Reminds me of some of Nippon. I don't think they are Nippon. We do have an S on one and a P on the other. And I'm pretty sure the bottom, yep, has their cork stoppers. They are so pretty. They're so fancy. And we're going to go ahead and get them going. So they do have their stoppers, totally usable. And you know what these make good holders too for? You could put the little pins in there and hook your ephemera. Use them for hat pins, use them for other type of pins. But I love them as ephemera holders. I think they're so gorgeous like that. And Wendy, congratulations. That is going to you. All right, let's do this milk glass piece. Ducks in the chat, thank you so much for recognizing that first purchase.
Thank you for your first purchase.
All right, let's see if I put I did. We're going to do the proper milk glass piece. Let's do this milk glass. Now, some of you may already know, some of you may collect milk glass and know that old milk glass glows. And this piece is no exception. This is a glower. This is the type of item that I would put in one of my glowy shows. So not only is it gorgeous, look at the picture on this milk glass. Oh, we got to get that light off of there. There's a gorgeous picture on there. There it is. It looks like a mother and a child. How pretty. That brown you see around the edges, that is old paint. So there's a lot of paint wear on here. You will see a lot of the antique milk glass has painted edges. So the paints wore off, but you still have that gorgeous, beautiful mother and daughter scene. And I don't know if you can hit it with the light, but it does glow. There he goes. Old milk glass. Look at that green glow going on. We're going to run that right now. It is 5 inches tall. You can put this on a little stand and display it and make a beautiful addition to your milk glass collections. Rainy D, congratulations. That is heading to you. Let's see here, you guys. We have about 20 minutes. And we are going to Vintage Farmhouse, so don't go anywhere. We still got some goodies to bring you, and then we're going to be rating and do our next great seller on this train. We are going to jump down now to, what are we going to do now? Let's see. Let's do the elephant box. Trunks up for good luck with this elephant. It is a glass trinket dish. My husband said it had a little glow to it, but I didn't really check out the glow. But it's a really cool one. So the top comes off. The top is the elephant, and it's almost kind of abstract-y elephant. So you can see it there from the side. You can see that trunk up. There's our elephant. This is in wonderful shape. So you got the top and the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and get that going. And that's running right now. A little rough. No chips, but there's just a little roughness around there. But nothing, no big call-outs on this guy at all. He says there's some glow. I didn't see it a lot, but we're going to go with it. It is going to Wendy. Congratulations, Wendy. Thank you so much. This next item is an owl trivet or art glass piece. I was a little confused on how to title it. I would use it as art glass. Even though it feels like it has that trivet feel, it would make a great, like, underneath your coffee cup. But it has the owls on it. It is hand painted and signed by the artist, which I think is pretty neat. We're going to take a look at it. It is a 5 inches by 4 inches. And down there in the bottom right-hand corner, you have the artist's signature. And it's just the right size to use like underneath a coffee cup or something, or to put it on a little stand and display how pretty it is with those owls. So that's running right now. It is a glass piece. I appreciate your bids. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead, while this is going, we are going to start the Starbucks gift card. So that is what's going right now. Hustle Charm, thank you so much. That's heading to you. Y'all, I just started a $10 Starbucks givey that is going up and running right now. Wanted to make sure we get that in before it's time to raid. All right, next we're going to do a card, or they call it a cigarette box. I'm going to call it a card box because that's a little more PC. Nothing against smoking, but I'm just going to meet the masses. So this is a card box. If you have jumped on the craze of collecting cards, one of the coolest things ever that I didn't even know existed till I came to Whatnot, maybe you need a card box. And look at how neat this is. It is wood that's been carved in there. And if we take the lid off, it is divided perfectly to hold your cards. You got a little divider in there. Yeah, the Southern Charm says it's so fun. Anybody else here, have you guys been collecting these playing cards? This is up and running right now. Yes, see, I see a lot of yeses. It has been like this huge craze that's taken over Whatnot. And I think it's wonderful. You do shows too? Awesome. I didn't realize you did shows on cards. There are some really good sellers on the cards. I like watching them. Hustle Charm, congratulations. That is going to you.
Thank you.
I have learned, so I recently got introduced to Mel and Stella cards and started watching her and learned so much about cards from listening to her. All right, let's do this little trinket box that has flowers and butterflies on it. It is a tiny little one, but it is tiny but beautiful. It is Enesco. Enesco makes this one. That's a brand that most of us are familiar with, a back in the day brand. And it has the littlest butterflies. Butterflies are popular, so we see some floral there on the front. On the top, there you go, are those butterflies. It does open up, and you can, again, put your rings in there. This would look great by a sink, even as a little surprise butterfly on that lid. And we're going to get this running if I click the right item. Let's see here. All right, now it's up and running. Put it next to your sink. You can put your rings in there so they don't get lost. You know what I do? My problem is I'll put my rings in something like this, then I forgot I put them in there, and then I spend 3 days searching for the ring. Happens to me. Southern Charm, thank you so much. That is heading to you.
Thank you.
Let's do another piece of antique milk glass. This one is a trinket dish. And you know, I'm a huge milk glass fan. So take a look at this one. This has a lid, so it has the base and the lid, antique milk glass, a little bit of paint wear, which is typical of pieces of this age. But the design in the milk glass is absolutely stunning. So all of that is hand painted on there. That's the side. You can see the paint wear at the top. But it's so pretty, and most of those designs are raised up where you can feel it. Look at the scroll work around the edges. And that one is up and running right now. It is a dainty little piece. That would look so good like on a dresser display or with your jewelry. As you can see on the sides, a little bit thinner milk glass. Shalom. Thank you, thank you. Next up, we have a rooster basket. Y'all, I can never keep these in stock. Every time I find an animal, any type of animal basket, they go so quick. And this time was a rooster, which I thought was pretty cool. We see a lot of chickens and roosters around where I live in Pennsylvania. Oh, now why is he moon? Is that his face? Okay, there you go. Let me get a good side view. Let's look at a profile. This is a smaller one. It's probably about the size of a hand, so it's not really, really big, but it is adorable. And we are going to run this guy right now. Up and going. Has those little eyes on there. Look at that. And his beak. Thank you for your bids. We have about 30 seconds on that $10 Starbucks gift card. If you're not in it, jump in there. You get yourself a coffee. And Lily 71, congratulations with the first purchase too. Thank you.
for your
Ducks
first
in the chat,
purchase.
y'all. I finally remembered. Let's throw some ducks in the chat for that first purchase. And let's take a look at the Amish baby cross stitch. I said before, I live in Amish country, and this one caught my eye immediately for Pennsylvania Raid Train. It is a 5x7 wood frame under glass. Who's going to get that gift card? GN4, congratulations. You got yourself a Starbucks. Y'all, what's your Starbucks? If you're Starbucks, what's your drink? Throw it in the chat. What is your Starbucks drink? I am caramel macchiato all the way. All right. So we have this beautiful little picture, 5x7, that is a cross stitch that's in there. In the top right corner, there is a tiny, tiny bit of water on the mat. So you can always replace the mat. A little bit of a watermark on that matting, but the cross stitch itself is fine. Cafe Misto.
A little bit of glue on there.
Yeah, a little bit of sticker residue.
Glass.
Brown sugar shaken espresso. And you see you can hang it. And that's up and running. Look at how adorable that little Amish baby is. Grande ice shaken espresso. We got a whole like variety going on here. I love it. I do the same order every single time. I'm very like just basic. Shalom, thank you so much. That's going to you.
Thank you.
All right, up next, this is another planter. You know, we're in that season. This is a cow planter. And y'all, I had to get this. First of all, we live behind our house. There's a dairy farm. So reminding me of my house, reminding me of, Pennsylvania. And I just thought it was funky. I thought it was so funky. It was cool. So we have this cow planter. And it's kind of geometric shaped. How often do you see a cow planter like this? Has some paint wear there on some of its spots. And you could put your air plant or something in there. I just thought it was such the funkiest planter. I couldn't leave it behind. And I'm bringing it to you today. Sometimes we have a dairy farm not far from my house. Sometimes we drive down the road and we see the cows like standing in the middle of the road. I never experienced that. Yep, it's from Japan. I never experienced seeing cows standing in the middle of the road until I moved to Pennsylvania. Wind V, thank you so much. That is heading your way. All right, I'm going to run another CEO affirmation card. That's what's going right now. And let's do this Hershey's tin. What is more Pennsylvania than Hershey's? Has anybody ever been to Hershey, Pennsylvania? Let me tell you a little secret about it. First of all, it's a tiny little town. You would think it's bigger. And Southern Charm? All of the street lights are shaped like Hershey Kisses. I kind of geeked out a little bit like a little kid when I saw Hershey Kiss shaped street lights. Thought it was kind of neat. Many, many times. Awesome. We're about an hour from Hershey. So I included this tin in there because I thought this would be a cool summery type tin to put in with your summer collection. You know, we think summertime and s'mores. So we're going to go ahead and run this tin. This is a big one. It is 8 inches in diameter. It does have a few nicks and dings on it. It's been around. It shows its love that it's had for a bit. But it's still really a cool tin. There you go. You can see some of the nicks and dings on there. You can still put stuff in there nice and clean. How fun would that be to put with like your s'mores kind of display for your summertime? Southern Charm, thank you so much. That is going to you.
Thank you.
And while we're on tins, let's do this next one. This is actually a field mouse tin, which has the most adorable little mouse on it and a plastic handle on the top. Give him a second to catch up to me. I'm talking faster than my husband can find the items there. If you're just joining, welcome into Zoe's Treasures. We are on the Pennsylvania Pickin treasure train today. We have about 10 or so minutes left with you, and then we're going to go raid Vintage Farmhouse and see what kind of goodies they have. In the meantime, we're about to show this field mouse tin. Look at that. Look at that mouse. Is that not the most adorable little mouse? And we have a plastic handle, stands about 5 inches tall. And that's running right now. I think something like this one would look great in with kind of like your primitives collection. He's trying to open the top. There you go. Shalom. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do the Lennox creamer. So the Lennox creamer is a type of an item that I would have in my elegant and timeless collection. So we do a lot of whites, a lot of crystals, a lot of butterflies. When I say crystal, like crystal bowls and stuff, a lot of the stuff that you're going to see is just classic elegance. That's the type of show we bring once a month. And this Lennox creamer is a perfect example of something we would have in a show like that. I love the lines on this. I love the design. Lennox to me is just classy elegance. On the bottom of this one, it is a blue stamp Lennox. Blue stamp is a little bit older. And this is in wonderful shape. We're going to go ahead and get that going right now. That is up and running. Absolutely stunning creamer. You can put flowers in there. You can actually use it as a creamer. You can put utensils. Wind V, thank you so much. That's heading to you.
Thank you.
Next up is a glass bunny. Let's see. Yep, we're going to do this glass bunny. An adorable paperweight. Little bunny there. Every time I see bunnies, I think of I Love Discounts. You are very welcome. Thank you so much for hanging out on this train today. I appreciate that. So every time I think of bunnies, I think of I Love Discounts because they have bunnies and they love bunnies, and I have to pick them up. And this guy is so stinking cute. You can use bunnies year round, not just at Easter. We're going to run this one. Shalom, thank you. I hope so. I'm super excited about that show on Saturday. So if you guys missed it at the beginning, I was talking about we are having a crazy creamer show. It's already preloaded on Saturday morning. Shalom, thank you so much. So if you like crazy creamers, when I say crazy, I mean in different shapes, not your typical creamer, not like the Lennox we just ran. But if you like creamers in shapes of any sort, you got to check out that show. Oh, hold on. I'm seeing something. Who just said, hey, the vintage Gypsy Brie. Hello. All right. What's up next, you guys? Let's go to this blue and white plate. No, my husband's shaking something at me, but I can't see what it is. So I have no idea what he's shaking at me. Well, I want to do the blue and white plate because I think this plate would be perfect for a gallery wall. And who doesn't love some blue and white? This is a 7-inch diameter plate. Just simple and pretty. We're going to go ahead and run it. It would be awesome to put up on your gallery wall. And that's going right now. Let's flip it over and see that picture again. There you go. A little bouquet of flowers. Granny at Heart, you got that giveaway. Congratulations. I like the minimalist too. And who took that home? Shalom. Thank you so much. That is going to you. You guys want another glowy piece? We have a couple of minutes left. Let's do another glower. I like glowy glass, and my favorite glowy glass is clear glass. If it's clear and it glows, to me it's like extra special because you don't expect it. This one you don't expect. So this is actually a toothpick holder, and it has 3 handles. And look at that glow. We have a bunch of lights on in that studio right now, and that thing is lighting up. Let's turn it around so they can see the 3 handles on there. So 1, 2, 3 handles, perfect condition. This is EAPG antique glass that glows. And that's running right now. And we are using, what kind of a light are we using? 365?
Yes.
365 is what it's glowing under. Thank you for your bids. Shalom. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We are getting down to the end here. Let's do this. This is a wooden art picture. This, again, reminded me of the manganese. Yes, absolutely. This little picture here reminded me of just like the Pennsylvania countryside. We already, hold on, the little picture. Okay, he's trying to tell me something. Y'all, if you've never been to a Zoe's Treasure Show, we got this thing with my husband where he goes, and he's trying to tell me something because he doesn't want people to hear him, and I can't hear him, and then we like go back and forth. So we have this little picture. This is a little love scene. Look at that girl and boy sitting on the fence, all cuddled up to each other. Maybe it's the first date. Maybe they're an old married couple. This is a small one, though. It is 3 inches by 2.5 inches. and it has a little hanger. So if you have just a tiny little spot that you need it, there you go. We're going to go ahead and run that. And that is up and going. Just an adorable little picture. All right. What do we have going on next? We have about, oh goodness, we have about 5 minutes left. And we have gone through all of our items. I do not know why my postcards are still showing there because I know we sold those at the beginning. Did we not sell those at the beginning? Nope. He's like, okay, we're going to run them again. I don't know what we're doing. Okay, my love, whatever you want to do, speak up and tell us what we're doing because I don't understand a thing you're trying to tell me.
She's not understanding.
No, help me out. I don't know what he's doing.
Hold on one second. Let me adjust this a little bit better. There you go. So this is one postcard. You can see the lady right there making the bed underneath. Another postcard. A windmill. Another windmill. And let's throw in the little frame.
All right, I guess we're running all of it together. Up and going right now. We have about 5 minutes left. All of those pieces are going together. If you are interested, get a little bit of Pennsylvania memorabilia going on there. Monster Mama, congratulations. What a great pickup. Thank you so much. Next up, we have 4.5 minutes. We're going to go see Vintage Farmhouse. So stay on this train, you guys. We've got so many cool things. I am going to run over here to our bin. And I know my husband does not have these items, so you're just going to have to kind of like bear with me. I'm going to pull up an item. You're going to have to take a look at the pictures, but we're going to run some stuff for $1 that I had listed for a lot higher in the bin. So let's start with this. Oh goodness, y'all, you want some bookmark or bookends? Let me pull this up. You guys are going to have to take a look at this because he did not have these pulled and ready. But we have some youth bookends. So they are circa 1930. They're absolutely gorgeous bookends. I had them listed for $16. The Bird Theory. Hello. We're going to run them for $1 today. There we go. $1. The bookends that are in the picture on your screen, that's what's going right now. Unfortunately, we did not pull them, so we don't have them out there. But I did want to run something for you, give you guys a good deal. Oh my gosh, you are going to just grab that and go. I'm so happy for you. The Bird Theory, congratulations. You just got an amazing, amazing deal on those. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's do this, you guys. We have barely 3 minutes. The Bird Theory. Girl, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. I'm going to do one more CEO affirmation card. We're going to pull it early. And while we have another couple of minutes, I'm just going to talk to you guys. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. Hopefully why you'll come back and see me again. Definitely stay on this train. Don't go anywhere. But every Friday morning, I do business shows. I'm a CPA. Friday nights, I do tax shows. I am on every Monday and Wednesday morning. We do a chat and sell, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a whole lot of talking about whatever. As you can see, I like to talk. So please come back and see me and bookmark my shows. I do have a few workshops coming up, so I do various workshops throughout the year. And we are starting something new. I'm so excited to announce it. You guys are the first people to know. You may notice a kind of funky looking thumbnail if you look at my shows. It is a big picture of an eye. It is my daughter's eye, and we are starting to do I Spy Vintage starting next Tuesday. It's a new show in our lineup. We're going to have every Tuesday morning, and it's going to be completely random vintage pulls. You don't know what's coming. It's just whatever I happen to spy, I'm pulling and I'm selling on Tuesday mornings. So I'm super excited to be able to announce that because you guys are the first people to hear that. Nobody else knows that we're doing that yet. I am doing Red Brick Cottage Co. Thank you so much. Y'all, how did I forget that? If you guys are Pennsylvania people or love Pennsylvania people, the Bird Theory, those are those cool bookends that you just got. I am doing a Pennsylvania meetup September 26th, if that's the last Saturday of September. September 26th, Pennsylvania meetup. check back on my shows for all the information. We will have it posted on a lot of the meetup sites, but it is going to be a Pennsylvania meetup in the Harrisburg area, open to buyers and sellers. It's going to be a morning event with afternoon networking. So if you are anywhere in the area, or if you just like to travel and need a good excuse to come and meet some cool people, we will have an education component to it. We already have speakers confirmed, so I'll be speaking on some businessy topic. We have Jeremy from Green 13 will be there speaking. We have Dragonfly Neen will be speaking, and we have I Love Discounts will be speaking on shipping. So we have some really great, strong people coming to do some breakout groups. We're going to have some general sessions. It's going to be really cool. And on top of that, you know us, we like technology, even when it gives us a hard time. It's going to be broadcast. So if you can't make it to Pennsylvania, guess what? We're going to be broadcasting on at least 4 different Whatnot channels throughout the whole thing, so you don't miss any piece of it. So not many meetups are doing that. You'll see a bunch of other people doing like broadcasting. This one is going to be an organized broadcast effort. So it's going to be really cool. I can't wait to see and hopefully get to meet a lot of you there. With that, let's pull this giveaway because we are at our time and we're going to go see Vintage Farmhouse. So let's do this giveaway. Who's going to get this one? The Bird Theory. Congratulations. You got that, Givey. Thank you so much. Y'all, thank you again. Gem Rustic Designs, Red Brick Cottage Co. for having me on this train. We are right at time here. We're going to go raid Vintage Farmhouse. Everybody stay on this train. There's just so many good sellers, so much good stuff coming up. Thank you so much. Let me get in here and start this raid. It is vintage.
Thanks for joining us.
Can I type today?
Have a
There we go.
wonderful
Vintage
rest of your day.
Farmhouse. All right.